Visit the Dyson doctor, Nick Gray, Norfolk's premier Dyson specialist.
Being the Dyson doctor in the vacuum business, I often hear people say, oh, I've changed the fuse. Well, the thing is, the fuse is the last line of defense. If the fuse is blowing, then there is a problem and it needs to come to me or somebody like me. But how do you know if the fuse is good? And you won't necessarily have a meter. A meter. This is a fluke, but there are cheap ones. Just a meter. You need a meter. Anything that will give you a continuity test. So what I mean by that is when you touch the two probes together, you get a beep. There are different types of meters. I've got all sorts. But if you don't have a meter, and most people don't, there is a way to check your fuses. It doesn't matter if it's a 100 amp fuse, 15, 1 amp fuse, or the standard 13, 10 or 5 that you get in a domestic plug. So what I'm going to do is show you how to test a fuse without a meter. So the usual way you would test a fuse is with a meter, multimeter. All you need to do is select either ohms, which will give you an ohm symbol, or continuity mode. What continuity mode looks like is, I'll show you on this meter, just for ease. Continuity looks like, you see that? Looks like the output of a speaker. That's what you want. So that when you touch the probes together, thus, you can hear that it's made a circuit and it's telling you so with the beep. So the way you'd usually check a fuse is, this is a 100 amp fuse. You wouldn't normally have a 100 amp fuse knocking around your house unless you're me. So set your meter to beep when you touch the probes together like that. Just touch either end. It'll tell you that the filament, if you like, inside, or normally a piece of wire, sometimes a coil, is intact. So you're getting a circuit all the way through. That's a closed circuit. Same with the 15 amp fuse. Works with every single fuse. 13 amp. Standard domestic fuse, or even a small 1 amp fuse. Like that. But how do you do that if you do not have a meter like this or any other kind of meter? Well, you take your phone, your mobile phone. So here we are, a phone. It is on calculator. So the way you do this is, we'll try the 15 amp fuse. Holding the fuse by the insulated bit in the middle, in this case the glass bit, put it on, let's say 8 in this case. Now all you need to do is tap the top of the fuse. It will make a connection and show you that the fuse is in fact good. Same thing with a 100 amp fuse, a different number. Every time you touch it, you get an 8. Let's clear that, and we'll do 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Same with any fuse. All you're doing is proving there's a connection between one side or end and the other end or side. If you enjoyed that, please like and subscribe, and if you do that, you'll be the first to receive updates of any other videos I do in the future. And what I'm going to do, once I get to 1 million subscribers, I'm going to give away a new Dyson vacuum cleaner. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Visit DysonDoctor.com for helpful hints, tips and advice on all major vacuum brands.